place where, oh my gosh, I'm in an anxious state right now. This person's triggered me or this situation's triggered me, and you can pause and emotionally regulate. That's really the first. That the awareness is the first, and the second is let's emotionally regulate. And there are many ways to do that. So that's a good start.
So
To pause and reflect and take a moment to see and feel that emotion and kind of reflect on how long ago or what experience that is connected to. All in
mm,
all, long story short, trigger, right? Triggers. We all got them.
it
And
it is pretty amazing though when you start the work.
yeah,
Everything is work, by the way. Doesn't matter what it is. Hey, I'm making plans for tomorrow night, going out with some friends. It's work. It's work. You know, what time are we gonna meet? Where are we gonna go? Blah, blah, blah. Who's driving? La la la. It's work. But it's
yeah,
all good on the other side of the work. But when you start making those connections to your childhood,
yeah.
connecting the dots to now, it's kind of profound. Like it starts like it's like a puzzle and the pieces start coming together, right?
Exactly, yes. And that's actually where I want to start. So we get into our childhood, right? From our core belief, or I'm sorry, from our core beliefs into our childhood, and we grow into our adult life. And then, we have all these relationships, and we're finally into our adult relationships, and we keep seeing the same old patterns. And a lot of times we are blaming the other person, right? Or it's this, it's them. But the first step is awareness and being truthfully honest with ourselves. And that takes a lot of courage, a lot of courage. And you really have to swallow your ego more than once and just kind of reflect back on all those previous relationships and experiences and piece all that together and see, that the main issue here is you. Of course, everyone has their own issues, but you really the only person you can control is yourself. The only person you can kind of, kind of start the healing process with is yourself. So we have these core beliefs from our childhood. And, there are ways that we've tried to protect ourselves, which only kind of spun that along and kind of procrastinated the healing process, right? With the soothing, trying to avoid this situation instead of heal. A person's in their healing path and taking the initiative to want to heal with themselves. Well, here are a couple of key points is that, for example, in our last conversation, we talked about affirmations, I ams, right? And I'll start out by saying that there's a book called How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LePere. I had to write it down and remember her name. Dr. Nicole LePere, LaPera, and the title is How to Do the Work. And she says, reconnecting with your emotional experiences that shaped you and having the compassion you didn't receive, quote unquote.
Mm.
So I just wanted to go ahead and put that resource and book out there. I think that that's a wonderful quote, and it's kind of a mouthful. Reconnecting with emotional experiences that shaped you, like we talked about before, those core beliefs that shaped us, and then realizing that, and then reconnecting with that, really feeling those feelings that we felt before, and then turning that around and reprogramming it. Because the field of neuroplasticity tells us that we can reprogram our emotional mindset. Again, like we said, with our I ams. And, you know, if we're saying to ourselves, I am unworthy, just reshape that. I am worthy. I am unloved. I am loved. And at the end of the day, another tool you can do is, what are my wins today?
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking that in many
Or
ways, because you said before boundaries and things like that. And this is
yeah,
like harsh to say it this way, but I gave advice to a loved one who's in a challenging relationship, but I should say it to myself over and over. And it's cold, but what's in it for you? What
yeah.
is in it for you?
Is it serving you?
Right.
Right?
It sounds like almost dirty, like
Right.
you're self-centered. But
Right.
when you look at the exchange, I call it the scale of life. Let's go put the scale up there in this relationship, whether it's
Right.
personal, business, whatever. What are
Right.
you getting out of it? Like really be honest. What's in it for
Mhm.
you? I think once you start asking that question of yourself, the scale Tips.
Absolutely. That's called balance, right, Steve?
Yes, yes, yes. Hmm.
And it starts with us, right? And we have to look at ourselves truly, what is in it? What's in it for us? What
Yeah.
does this relationship serve me? I have put in this time and this effort to heal myself. I'm not fully healed. We will never be fully healed till the day we die. We're constantly working on us. But my
Yep.
point being is, and oh, by the way, when we do find our person, that doesn't mean we're perfect and we're whole and we're healed. And
Yeah.
actually, what it means is that we're on the path of healing. However, that person that we've chosen to be our partner, because love is a choice, right?
Mm.
That the person that we've chosen to be a partner is the person who we are choosing to help heal those pieces that no one else could heal from us. And they see those pieces that are healed and are willing to help us heal from
Needle
those,
in a needle
and
in a
vice versa.
haystack. Needle in a
Right.
haystack.
Hi, this is Tiffany, Coach Tiffany. I just wanted to say hello and thank you to all of my subscribers out there. Thank you for subscribing, and don't forget to hit the like button. It really means a lot, and I appreciate your support. Also, if there's anything that you want me to cover or create in any kind of content, please feel free to go ahead and comment below. Thanks again. Have a great day.